What if I told you the very paths ancient civilizations walked still hold secrets, echoing with the footsteps of pilgrims seeking truth? Imagine a world where faith moved mountains and devotion carved roads across continents. These aren't just old maps. They're blueprints of human endurance and belief. Journey with us as we uncover the spiritual highways that shaped history and faith, revealing stories untold for millennia. Join us as we unveil the divine journeys that shaped our world and continue to inspire millions today. For as long as humanity has looked to the heavens, we have felt an undeniable pull to journey, to seek, to connect with something greater than ourselves. This is the timeless call of pilgrimage. But what is it really? At its heart, a pilgrimage is a journey with a purpose, a physical trek towards a sacred destination that mirrors a deeper internal quest. It's a universal human drive that cuts across cultures and religions. Whether you're a devout follower or a curious seeker, the impulse to walk a path of meaning is something we can all understand. It's about stepping out of the everyday, pushing your limits, and opening yourself up to transformation. These journeys aren't just about reaching a place. They're about what happens to you along the way. Let's trace some of these legendary paths of faith. Perhaps the most famous in the Western world is the Camino de Santiago in Spain. For over 1,000 years, pilgrims have walked hundreds of kilometers through forests, fields, and medieval towns to reach the shrine of St. James in Santiago de Compostela. Its enduring appeal lies not just in its Christian heritage, but in the profound sense of shared humanity you feel walking alongside people from all over the globe, each with their own story, their own reason for being there. Now, let's journey east to the heart of the Islamic world for the Hajj to Mecca. This is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, an obligation for every able-bodied Muslim who can afford it. Each year, millions of people converge on Mecca in Saudi Arabia, performing a series of rituals that reenact the lives of the prophets Ibrahim and Ismail, and the Prophet Muhammad himself. The sight of millions of people dressed in simple white cloths that erase all distinctions of wealth and status, moving together in unified devotion is one of the most powerful expressions of community and faith on earth. It's a journey that cleanses the soul and connects a global community like no other. From the desert sands, we ascend to the breathtaking peaks of the Himalayas for the Char Dham Yatra. This Hindu pilgrimage involves a challenging trek to 4 holy sites nestled high in the mountains: Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath, and Badrinath. This isn't just a test of faith. It's a profound test of physical and mental endurance. Pilgrims face treacherous weather, high altitudes, and rugged terrain. The very act of navigating these challenges is considered a form of penance and spiritual purification. Reaching each shrine, surrounded by the majestic, silent peaks, is an experience that brings one face to face with the raw power of nature and the divine. But what truly happens to a person on such a journey? It's about more than just the map. These pilgrimages are transformative because they push you beyond your comfort zone. The physical hardship, the long days of walking, the simple food, the basic accommodation strips away the non-essentials and forces a confrontation with your inner self. You face exhaustion, doubt, and sometimes despair. But in overcoming these obstacles, you discover a strength you never knew you had. We've heard incredible stories from modern pilgrims, a CEO who left his corporate life behind on the Camino to find a simpler purpose, or a young woman who completed the Hajj and felt a renewed sense of connection to her global family. These aren't just walks. They are profound rites of passage, where internal shifts happen, priorities are reevaluated, and a deep sense of personal growth is earned, step by painful, beautiful step. The impact of these journeys echoes through time, shaping our world in ways we rarely consider. These sacred paths weren't just for pilgrims. They became history's first superhighways. As people moved, so did ideas, technologies, and goods. The Camino de Santiago was a conduit for art, architecture, and knowledge across medieval Europe. The Hajj connected scholars and merchants from Africa, Asia, and the Middle East, fostering a golden age of intellectual exchange. Along these routes, magnificent temples, cathedrals, and mosques were built, architectural wonders born from centuries of devotion. These structures and the countless artifacts they hold are a physical testament to the cultural fusion that pilgrimage inspired. But today, preserving these roots is a major challenge. Balancing modern development, tourism, and the sacred nature of these paths requires a dedicated global effort to ensure that future generations can still walk in the footsteps of their ancestors. So, what does all this mean for us here and now in our fast-paced, digitally driven world? Can an ancient practice like pilgrimage still offer solace and meaning? The answer is a resounding yes. In a time of constant distraction, the idea of a focused, intentional journey has never been more relevant. It offers a chance to disconnect from the noise and reconnect with ourselves, with nature, and with a sense of purpose. And you don't need to cross a continent to do it. You can find a spirit of pilgrimage in your own life. It could be a long hike in a national park, a personal challenge to visit places of historical or spiritual significance in your own region, or even a metaphorical journey of learning a new skill or overcoming a personal fear. The key is the intention behind it. We invite you to contemplate your own divine journeys. What paths are calling to you? What discoveries await if you simply decide to take the first step? The journey is yours for the taking. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible exploration of faith, history, and the human spirit. If these stories inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more journeys into the heart of our shared past. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring.